Welcome to Tansson TV Plus. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Mom.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. We always love doing these discussions, and Mom, we're doing something a little different today.
Yes, we are. We are going to tackle a quiz show today.
Yes, and which one are we speaking about?
We're going to talk about pop culture Jeopardy.
Yes, we're excited to speak about the newest iteration of our favorite questions and answers game.
Yep, we sure are.
Yeah, and Mom, if you're able to get started, like I said, I hope you're doing well today.
I am doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. And for those who are watching, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can see us as we talk about these new shows as they appear. But anyway, today, like you said, we're going to talk about pop culture Jeopardy. This is a show that's basically based off of the Jeopardy series, but the focus is more so on the pop culture side of things. So TV, TikTok, radio, music. It's just everything in regards to pop culture that's out right now. What differs about this show is that instead of it having three contestants as they normally do, there are nine contestants that are there, meaning that they're in groups. So they're in groups of three rather than one person speaking. So they're able to work together as a team in order to earn points. There are 81 teams that are competing, and which basically means they're like roughly about 40 shows that I think the host said we would be watching. All right, Brandon, did I leave anything out?
No, I think for the most part, that is it. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Brandon.
Yeah, and so, yeah, as of time that we're speaking, the first three episodes have released. And overall, what did you think of these three episodes?
Brandon, I thought it was great. It was nice to see something that's based on pop culture, although I realized I don't know as much about pop culture as I thought I did. So that has been eye-opening for me, and I think you said for yourself also.
Yeah, I mean, I know that we can ace most of the TV categories. In fact, they reference quite a few of the shows that we've spoken about. So, for instance, Rugrats, Boy Meets World. There were a few other. Saved by the Bell. There were a few others, but other than that, apparently we don't know much about pop culture.
No, we don't. Yeah, I guess I've got to become hip now. I didn't realize how much I didn't know. Well, actually, I did know how much I didn't know, but to see it in written format, I didn't realize how much.
But yeah, and so yeah, we've seen quite a bit at Jeopardy. We are very familiar with the overall, let's say, questions and answers format, and we watch practically religiously from like 2020 up until I think the writers and actors strike.
Yeah, we did. We watched it on a regular basis, and then this year's just been here and there as we're watching it. But I was excited to hear there was going to be a new variety of questions that were going to be asked, and and so now I'm kind of excited to see. I don't know if they're going to release them three at a time now, or whether it'll be one at a time. But I'm excited to watch it as it comes on.
Yeah, and unlike regular Jeopardy being syndicated and a lot of their primetime specials being on ABC, this one's on Amazon Prime.
It is. It is.
Yeah, and so it's interesting, like I said, seeing all the different iterations, and we saw a few different changes. You mentioned one of them with the groups and the teams, but there were a few other changes made to Jeopardy.
Yeah, they have a new category called triple play, which I thought was really interesting. And I'll have to watch how they're kind of doing the scoring for that. But it says that is really anyone when the question's asked, anyone can answer it, and then whoever from that group would continue to answer it. And there are three different answers that involved with that particular question.
Yeah, and I thought that's kind of a little ingenious way to get sort of everyone involved. And again, like you were saying, I have to check it too because I'm not sure if that means that truly all three people have to answer in a particular order or if someone's able to give more than one answer.
Yeah, I saw them look at each other when one person would answer, then I saw them look at another person. But for me, it hasn't been quite clarified yet.
But yeah, but one thing that I do know for certain that is very clear is that it seems like everyone's having a lot of fun on this.
Yeah, they are. And I will say, and I didn't mention the host's name, um, who is Colin Jost. Did I say his name correctly, Brandon?
I think so.
All right. I really like him. I think he's doing a wonderful job. He's an SNL person, and I think he's doing a great job connecting with the guests. And I think he's doing a great job actually just kind of going with the flow and kind of relating back to the guests as they're answering the questions and then to be able to pick fun at some of the questions at the same time.
Yeah, and I like that they're able to do all this while still being respectful to the game itself.
Yes, they're very respectful to the Jeopardy standard. And in fact, we've had one of the episodes show there were previous Jeopardy contestants on there.
Yeah, and so that being episode 3, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, 2 or 3, but yes.
But yeah, and so I thought it was a lot of fun, and I like, was that for that one episode, that it was even able to give a second chance to former Jeopardy contestants who maybe some of the stuff like geography, politics may not have been their strong suit, but for pop culture, they've nailed it.
Yes, they sure have.
But yeah, and overall, like, what do you think of the cadence for these new team formats?
You know what? I was worried a little at first, but I thought it went really well. I mean, the show itself seemed to flow going through, and I look forward to continuing to watch the series.
Yeah, likewise for me. I'm very excited to continue watching the series. Like I said, we don't know if it's one episode a week or free, but nevertheless, I'm excited to see how it comes out, and then I'm curious as to how the final rounds will even end out.
Yeah, because they said they're going to go into, they're going to end up competing against each other. So it's just not if you win, you kind of come back the next day. It's more so you're creating another group, so they will then compete against each other again.
Yeah, and yeah, we're no strangers to, of course, rooting for some of our as a Jeopardy contestants, but I think it's kind of fun. Like for me, of course, I've always liked it whenever we get to see people like return like the next week and the next week. But thus far, for these three, I mean, we've had a pretty fun groups, and I'm excited to see them go and progress, and then seeing them again soon.
Actually, Brandon, same here. I'm looking forward to doing that too. And something else we didn't talk about was the names of the groups because they're able to name themselves, which I think is kind of funny to see what kind of names that they're giving themselves.
Yeah, I definitely love that. And so I love the whole dynamic of it. And it looks like, I mean, even the Alex Trebek Studio, I got a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, it looks like it did.
But yeah, and watching this made me realize how much I miss watching Jeopardy.
And yeah, we might have to get back on it and continue watching it again.
But yeah, and like we were saying before, we've seen so much of Jeopardy. We've seen probably a little bit of all the hosts from Alex Trebek, Mine Bialik, Ken Jennings, Mike Richards. So I'm really glad that that Colin Jost is able to add his own sort of flavor to this.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, and so Mom, is there anything else that you want to mention for pop culture Jeopardy?
No, I just encourage people to watch it. It's if you're looking for a family show to watch, I think it's a very nice family show. And so I encourage people to watch it and kind of challenge yourself.
Yeah, and I know we were attempting to keep score a little bit.
Yeah, we tried. It wasn't working for us, but we tried to keep score.
But yeah, so it's definitely always fun family viewing. And I'm excited to see like what other potential spin-offs that we might see of Jeopardy in the future.
Yep, same here, Brandon. And we will be interested to know, are you guys watching? And if so, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. Please do. Like I said, well, Mom, I always love doing this with you.
Same here, Brandon. Everybody have a great day.
We'll see you next time.
All right, bye-bye.